When it comes to data and digital acceleration, companies are facing significant challenges. My co-host Sarah and I are here to help you tackle them. We're broadcasting live from SAP now in Brussels, and in today's episode of SAP BeLux Talks, we'll talk to Tine van Dyck and Veerle van Puyenbroeck from SAP. Tine and Veerle, it has been an exciting year. It has been a special year. If you would be able to pick one word or concept to summarize the past 12 months in the AI industry, what would it be?
I will not surprise you. The word that pops up is AI. So we did talk a lot about AI, and we did see a lot happening in the market about AI.
And if we flip the question, what will be the word or concept to define the upcoming year?
It might remain AI. If you look to our the companies we work with, they do talk a lot about the topic, but they are technologically not at the level to adopt it. So you need to have a certain base system that is up to a certain level. You need to have master data that are good enough to have meaningful AI in your company landscape. And that's something that a lot of companies at the moment do struggle with. So it might be that next year the topic AI and then certainly generative AI might become more and more important, and will move from more pilot project where they do test out the technologies towards a real implementation and use of that technology.
Yeah, I agree. Now, I do believe that with the strategy that we today have around business AI, we can help organizations speed up there. With our business AI, we are aiming to embed AI use cases into our solutions. And that means that organizations that have that level of solutions that Veerle was talking about, organizations can easily and quickly start using those capabilities without having to be an AI expert or a data scientist. So I think embedding AI in the operations, in the systems, will be key.
And if you focus on SAP as a product, what's next in the coming year?
At the moment, we are shifting from the classical on-prem to cloud. That's going on for a couple of years now. There is quite some focus on private cloud. We as a company will aim to move our customers far more to the public cloud world, because in essence, in public cloud, there is much more possible than in a private cloud environment. So we will see a shift, at least in the storylines that we bring to the market, from private cloud, where you can still adapt a lot towards your personal context or company context, towards more a public cloud environment where you need to stick more to the standards, but you also can innovate much quicker.
And that's also why we're currently focusing a lot on the clear core principle, which is, even if you're in your public cloud, try to stick as much as possible to your standards, the standard processes, to best practices. And if you want to do extensions, do that in a cloud compliant way, because that will allow you to change your processes faster, to adopt new technology faster, and also to avoid technical debt. And I believe that in the further future, it will also help you to move to that public cloud environment more easily.
And what will be the impact of this on the business?
Yeah, I think by helping them transform and helping them move to the cloud, they will be able to focus on what matters to them, which is running their business. They won't have to focus anymore on running the systems, because that's something that we will do for them. And also with then the grow in AI capabilities, they will be able to automate a number of activities, a number of processes, again allowing them to focus on the activities that require human intervention or human oversight. So I think it's an efficiency gain, but it's also a gain of, focusing on what is valuable for the company.
I think aside, it's also about innovation. If you go to the more new technologies, to public cloud, you can evolve with the markets. So I always compare it with cars. We do have a lot of customers that do drive old-timers. You can plug in a GPS in an old-timer, but it still remains an old-timer with a GPS. If you evolve towards the wave that the market is going, then you're going to have a new car which has a GPS built in. And if there are updates to do on that car or on the GPS, it's done automatically. Mm-hmm. And that's the whole principle of moving customers from their legacy systems to the more modern technologies, where all updates will be done in an automatic way. and you will have a completely different experience for yourself, but also for the company to run your business.
In your roadmap speech you gave for at SAP Now, you said that 3 concepts about cloud ERP by SAP are important. Which concepts are we talking about?
So you're now referring to are the focus areas.
Yeah.
So first of all is the cloud transformation. Then we're not just talking about providing our solutions in the cloud, but also guiding our customers in their move to the cloud, in their transformation, and also taking a bit broader to their business transformation. Understanding how their processes run today, understanding how far are they from the best practices, from the industry practices. What are the gaps and how can they optimize their processes? It's also about understanding how process changes impact their application landscape. And also it's about making sure that people can use the systems, because you will not realize the full value of your investment if you don't have processes that are running efficiently, and if you don't have people who know how to use the system. And that's also where our investments in the past years, and also quite recently, have been going to, which is the business process management, application lifecycle management, and also digital adoption. And that was the first one. The second one is the clean core principle. We've already mentioned that, so I'm not going to repeat that. But again, avoiding technical debt, making sure that you can easily adopt new capabilities and innovate. And then lastly, of course, obviously AI, where we have both the embedded AI capabilities, but also are providing all the tools and the methods that companies need to create their own AI use cases within the safe environment of SAP and using the reliable data of SAP.
Will AI continue to have such a huge impact on the roadmap of SAP?
Certainly.
And
There are billions going towards AI, so it's something that is not stoppable. So you see that 80% of our functionalities will be enabled by Veerle, which is a kind of a co-pilot for SAP. But we do see that a massive investment continues to go to artificial intelligence, so it will only accelerate.
Maybe a last final trick question for you both. Should companies in the future pick best of suite or best of breed?
It's a very interesting question.
Yeah, I'd like to hear your opinions.
Yeah, we did debate about it yesterday, and we have 2 slightly different views, and I think they're all good. So, as an SAP employee and a company, we believe in the best of suite because we have an ERP layer, an enterprise resource planning layer, where you have master data, security, all the concepts that are embedded. We can use it in the verticals that are the functional domains in which customers can follow us in a best of suite. Yeah. So we advise our customers, where possible, to use the extended capabilities of the SAP portfolio. Now, in the end, it's always the customer that chooses, because they might have preferences. And if you have certain preferences or you have an historical background that is outside of SAP, that must also be possible. And then you have what Tine told us yesterday. She said, okay, Veerle, very good. But in the end, we are a modular ERP, Tine.
Yeah, so indeed. Yes, we have a best of suite approach. And ideally, in an ideal world, organizations use as much capabilities of SAP as possible because of all the benefits that Veerle just mentioned, in easy integration. But it is also an open architecture, and it's modular in the sense that customers can choose which capabilities are relevant for them, and they can choose to adopt them at the pace that is relevant for them. So yes, ideally best of suite, but the reality shows that customers either have specific preferences, have already made other choices that they just can't throw away anymore. And it's important that we are also open for the world outside SAP.
If we meet again in 1 year, when will it have been a successful year?
Yes, success is measured by the companies we work for. If the companies we work for are not happy, then I think our success is not there. we do measure it by a net promoter score, which is going up. So it means that the strategy we follow at the moment is in line with what the market expects from us. So if the companies are successful, then we will be successful as well.
Yeah, and well, I will be happy. In 1 year, I will be happy if we have a number of customers who are taking steps forward in adopting AI, in growing their AI maturity, because we see that a lot of organizations today are still either not using AI at all or in a very ad hoc or opportunistic way. And if you really want to truly realize value from your data, from your insights, you need to make AI repeatable, integrate it in your strategy, and even use it to create new business models. So companies using AI, and of course, companies getting value out of their investment.
All right, let's hope that will happen in the next 12 months. Thanks for passing by, Tine van Dyck and Veerle van Puyenbroeck.
Thanks
you.
a lot.